Welcome to Waypoint Overland TV. You're watching Bud with Go Adventure Ready, and we are at Northwest Overland Rally in Plain, Washington in 2024. This is our trailer, and we called it the BUDSTREAM, and it comes obviously all the Bud Nixon models or names or whatever that very well, in certain sense, I guess, known through social media, through my Bud Nixon account on Instagram and YouTube. So the BUDSTREAM trailer is our winter cabin. That was the goal of it because we, as a family, always want to get out in the winter. And considering in Oregon, the snow levels always go up and down, so we want to be able to have a pleasant spot to stay, cook out of, stick around, have the fire next to it, and have something that we can basically haul to where we want. And if you're for any reason sticking to my channel, you know I have a snowcat also, so we put the trailer on skis and we haul basically to our favorite location where there's always pleasant, white, powdery, perfect white snow. So, BUDSTREAM. The concept came about from Maltec trucks. That's where we started it, which brought in the basic rear entry side wing door that you're looking through right now. And the goal of the door or of this concept is that it makes it very trouble-free walking inside and outside. With the pop roof up top, we're able to basically stretch our arms up as high as we want and be able to change here or do whatever it is. I mean, if you want to have a dance party, that's the floor space for you. The basic room is 5 by 10 by 5 that when the cab is closed. And here I'm going to demonstrate how. So the walking in, and then if I was to walk out, I don't have to bend over. I don't have to move my head anywhere. I'm just walking down the stairs straight without bending anything. So there's no stress on the back, and that's one of the reasons I have a little bit of a lower back issue. So that makes it simple. This works excellent for when you're putting awning away. So I did not want to put a step here for the fact that you're not dragging anything when you doing the departure angle, because this thing gets used if you stay tuned to the shows. But anyways, I mean, there's nothing specific. We didn't create anything that's out of ordinary. It's a regular dinette setup with the bed conversion. We do have a second, what you want to call it, like the Austin Power Show. Let me turn the fan down here a little bit. Oh, I don't know where the remote is. But anyways, I guess we're not catching too much noise probably. No, we're good. So with the bed rolled out to here, basically you have the second layer and you can still sit under it. And the reason for the higher walls is that in the crazy winter storm conditions or any kind of crazy weather conditions, you can just close the lid and be able to enjoy the space without feeling what we got to use the word claustrophobic. The word would be, right? Windows give you plenty of viewing room. This window serves as a kind of like a open bar setup. Sometimes as I'm cooking out there or making morning coffee, my wife is there and I just pass it on to her. So we have plenty of that. There's storage space as far as the shelving there. There's some backlighting there. If I was to drop the tonight's carving giveaway flag, you will see a mountain cut out there. So you're kind of sleeping at the feet of the mountains with your head there on the pillows. The cabinetry design was basically, so these aluminum pieces here are for the steps. So when kids are getting up or any adult even wanted to get up, and this is where the bed stops. So we have 6 feet room here for conveniently to, I mean, in our case it's kids, so they're conveniently staying here. The controls and everything else is pretty simple. Water heater combo. It's a Truma setup where it's a 2.5 gallon water heater that's tucked under the bed here. There's storage space under these two sections on left and right. And I mean, I've gone as far as weight reduction on the bed platform even, because that's a 11-pound loss throughout the trailer just to have those openings cut out on the bed on the bed platform. And then just basics, you gotta have your circulation fan, you gotta have your exhaust fan, and currently the product we're here for the show, which is our dust reduction system, the dust box, it's running right now, introducing fresh clean air, and the max air fan is drawing the hot air out, so there's no dust issues inside when you even in such circumstances. The trailer's setup is pretty basic here. We have, if you go over this way, we have the electrical, basically, battery monitor by Renogy. That's our heater control, and here's all the switches for all the lighting. And we're talking about lighting all around and under, you know, rock lights, cabinet lights, ceiling lights, interior lights, whatever, left, right, and rear. And they're all, if you look to the rear ones, so this is 100%, and they're all dimmed down to 5%. So your power usage is very minimal if you want to conserve the power, but with a 100 amp hour lithium power cell, I found that literally the 300-watt solar, just a matter of a couple hours in the morning, usually we're topped off. So I've never had the need for the DC-DC charging to take place, although that is installed. Water supply, I am not running or never intended to install a water tank, which might happen, but just for the fact that I'm concerned about water freezing up in the winter. So we're just using a regular 5-gallon jug, and then the water pump just runs into that jug, and you fill up the water heater, and you have enough, water to do the services in the slide-out kitchen there, or for the shower port here to take a shower. That's also doable. So we're walking this way. So obviously we got the 270-degree awning going around all the way on the driver's side here, with three walls set up. We got pretty ample room or space, to stay under cover and to stay away from the elements. Shower enclosure, like we were talking about, and it is a European style bullfinch setup on the side here. So you just connect your shower hose there, and that's pretty simple. So you get hot water working. This is your exhaust for the heater. This is another pass-through window. This is some of the plumbing here and propane, and there's the heater back there. And then we go into the front box, which includes our electricals. So the battery, all the solar charge controls, DC charger, and the inverter. Never could have too much space, especially in a trailer, because there's always stuff you want to drag along with you, and even if you don't need it, kind of thing, right? The upper of the box engineered the slant of 50%, so this way everything runs down. There's no accumulation of water or things freezing up. All custom built bracketry to hold the two black boxes that we use for pantry, and obviously you got to have yourself a box here to hold the firewood, whatnot. So yeah, plenty of everything. 2.5 gallon propane tanks. That's the dust box unit from the exterior, as you see, and it is running, like I said. 360 connection for your trailer needs for off-road and such, and that's always a good idea. Dual zone 75 quart fridge on a full slide out, double lockable. I mean, I guess that's what I'm hearing from other manufacturers. They're saying that you gotta mention all the features, right? It's beautiful. IceCo, being very happy with it. Gotta have a camp chef. If you know me well enough, you're gonna find that I cook a lot, and you gotta have those 20,000 BTU burners, and Camp Chef provides that. One of the reasons I didn't do an installed version of a stove is simply because I want to have it removable in case, like if you're camping in a harsh winter conditions, you don't want to have this all closed up. You're obviously not using the sink. At least you have the stove outside. And this thing doesn't care. It could rain on it, it could snow on it, doesn't matter. You open up, you make your coffee, you make your breakfast, whatever it might be. I mean, aside from Jerry's Tembuta Scuttle, right? So these are the two boxes that I utilize for my pantry, and that's actually, considering that they're not very large, it actually fits quite a bit, a lot of stuff. Like I said, they go up in here, two on each side. And then we're going to this side. You got to have all the countertop space in the overlanding. They call it premium stuff, or you got to have more space the better. So I figured we got the fender, which you can stand on, and we got this guy here. So let's see, lighting all around, LED lights on the actual with the daylight. I'm not sure if it's visible or not, but LED light strips under the awning to make sure we have plenty of lights. And that pretty much brings us to the closure. And like I said, the door, this is the main thing. You get the wider angle here. Shutting and opening the door makes it simple. It's a roof over your head in the bad weather conditions. It's slanted down a little bit, so if it's raining, it's not raining inside of you, or even if it does drip here, it still just drops down. It doesn't go in the interior. And like I said, walking in is just simple. I mean, it's simple. All the lighting controls right here. So if you ever wanted one, we only build these custom. We do not mass produce these. So if you wanted one custom built, The shell itself remains the same, but all the features we're talking about, like the solar, electricals, lighting, the way the cabinetry done, that could be adjusted. Whatever thickness mattress you choose, that is your choice. That's not a problem. Um, and all this done, handmade in Oregon here, made in USA. Oh, suspension. In our case, we're using Timbren, independent. I think most people will appreciate Timbren's abilities. It's, I don't know. Some complain maybe about it. Me so far, I'm going on year two of using this, and I have some crazy videos of this thing jumping around. So it does good. Has held up excellent. Very happy with it. Can't complain. Oh, it's been all over the state. We've done coastal trips, we've done eastern trips, and a lot of snow trips behind the cat and behind the rig. Um, Worst snow conditions or the temperature conditions this trailer has seen, I'm going to say about just a little bit lower than below 20, with the windshield factor probably well below 40, considering the winds were 40, 45 mile an hour gusts. I mean, it was one of those winter camps that I hosted in February, and we literally had guys leave because diesel heaters would not work because diesel was freezing up. So and that weekend, actually, my cat was struggling to start up at times because how cold it was. So in this trailer, just does great. It just does great. It's inch and a half wall, so it stays nice and warm, and I don't have to close the shell because it retains the heat so well. Bud Nixon, BUDNIXON, Bud Nixon on Instagram or YouTube. Or if you head out to goadventureready.com, you can just fill the contact me form, and I'll reach out to you, or vice versa. Yep, that's the probably easiest way.